Bill Gates reveals how much cash he'll leave his children. The Microsoft co-founder, who has children, Jennifer, Rory, and Phoebe, with his former wife, Melinda French Gates, reveals why his closest living relatives will receive only a tiny percentage of his enormous wealth as he looks back at how rich families leave their riches behind. He says in the March 29th installment of the Figuring Out with Raj Shamani podcast,
everybody gets to decide on that. In my case, my kids got a great upbringing and education, but less than 1% of the
action would still be an enormous bonanza. Bill's net worth is put at $108 billion as of 2025 by Forbes, so 1% would be more than $1 billion. The 69-year-old then tells us why he did that, because I resolved it wouldn't be a benefit to them. It's not a dynasty.
To them, it's not a dynasty. I'm not asking them to run Microsoft. I want to give them a chance to have their own earnings and success, be significant and not overshadowed by the incredible luck and good fortune I have.
But the philanthropist who co-founded the Gates Foundation, along with Melinda in 2000, also made the observation that transparency has been a crucial component of his estate
you don't
planning.
want your kids to ever be confused about your support for them and your love for them. And so I do think explaining early on your philosophy, that you're going to treat them all equally, and that you're going to give them incredible opportunities, but that the highest calling for these resources is to go back to the neediest.
Meanwhile, Melinda, who broke up with Bill in 2021 after 27 years of marriage, she has talked before about another way. She and her ex let their children blaze their own trails, giving them the option of whether or not to use Gates as a last name. She said L in March. I just kept them in the real world and pointed things out to them as much as I could. We had real conversations about how our family was different, but you shouldn't think any more of yourself because of that.